This week on the JMC Network Newscast. First, this month's ArtWalk took place this week with a theme close to home. Then we spoke to community members and ACU Police Chief Jimmy Ellison about the new campus carry law in Texas. And finally, the West Texas Fair and Rodeo has arrived in Abilene, and the JMC Network has some up-close looks at this year's attractions. Welcome to the JMC Network Newscast. I'm Savannah Silva. This month's ArtWalk theme was Home Sweet Home. People from around the community gathered downtown to see exhibits by local artists. In a diverse community, the idea of home can have many meanings. The JMC Network got a look at some of that wide variety.
ArtWalk's been going on for 25 years. This particular ArtWalk is called Home Sweet Home because I wanted to feature many of the things that make Abilene a really sweet place to live.
The people make Abilene home for me. My husband and I, it's probably our favorite place that we ever had been all over the world, just because the people make it what it is today.
I wanted to feature these kids who have just made Abilene their new home. This work was done by these children during spring break in March. I had about 2,000 images from these 8 kids, and so they were edited down and edited down and edited down until we had 3 representing each artist. And I'm amazed at how good their work is and how expressive the death along the way done by a kid from Congo means something totally different than a dead dog on the railroad track.
ArtWalk takes place on the second Thursday of every month. For more details, you can visit the Center for Contemporary Arts website. Last spring, the state legislature passed a bill known as the Campus Carry Law, which will go into effect on August 1st of next year. The bill requires universities to allow students and faculty with concealed handgun licenses to carry firearms on campus, but private institutions like ACU can choose to opt out. The JMC Network spoke with several members of the community who could be affected by the new law. ACU Police Chief Jimmy Ellison says the university hasn't yet taken a stance on how to respond to the law.
I'm working closely with ACU leadership. I would prefer to have an answer sooner rather than later, because if the answer is yes, we're going to allow CHL carry, there are several logistical steps we have to go through. If the answer is to prohibit CHL carry, we've got to post signs, we've got to put signage on doors and entrances and things like that. So I'm hoping that we will have an answer no later than mid-semester of the spring semester. So maybe February, March, somewhere along those lines.
I would say probably 20-25% of my business is from the younger generation. People buy guns for fear of wanting to protect themselves, or you buy it for hunting or sporting. Big thing is lawful purposes.
There's been several attempts by the legislature over the last several sessions to change the campus carry law. That was finally successful in the last legislative session. Basically, the law has now changed to where if you are a CHL holder, concealed handgun license holder, previously you were prohibited from bringing your weapon onto campus and carrying it into classroom buildings and facilities. Under the new law, if you're a CHL holder, you would be allowed to bring your weapon onto college campuses, inside facilities, venues, etc. A lot of people talk about ACU being a private institution, being a private campus. And I always correct people. We are a private institution, but the campus is very much public. We don't have a gated campus. We don't have a walled campus. The public come and go on this campus on a daily and nightly basis. So it's very much a public campus, and that's one of the concerns that we have about allowing CHL. We have no captive audience with that group of people who come and go. I think the fear factor of, every student's going to be armed, statistically and logistically is probably not going to happen.
For more information on Senate Bill 11, you can visit the website of the Texas Legislature. The West Texas Fair and Rodeo has arrived in Abilene. With gates opening to the public this weekend, we asked around to hear what students think about the fair coming to town.
I like the ride. I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of like this gondola thing, and they like spin like this and they go all the way around, and it's really spinny and gross, but it's my favorite. It's scary.
I like the Ferris wheel. Taking a girl to the Ferris wheel, just looking at the city. I'll probably go this weekend. Pretty excited. I mean, from all the rodeos and the fairs that go on in like Austin and like Dallas and stuff, those are pretty cool. The rides, the saucer one, you know, the alien saucer one that spins around and has no gravity inside it.
I love all the fried food. Extremely unhealthy, but extremely delicious. I haven't seen a lot of promotional advertisement about it. I don't think a lot of people know about it. You know, it's sad because it'll probably be a great time, and we need to get as many people out there as we can.
The fair is at the Taylor County Expo Center directly across from Shotwell Stadium. For a schedule of events, you can visit TaylorCountyExpoCenter.com. Well, that's all we have for you this week. For more stories and breaking news, you can go to ACUoptimist.com, or you can find us on Twitter or Facebook at ACU Optimist, or you can pick up a paper after chapel. Until next time, for the JMC Network Newscast, I'm Savannah Silva.